Today, we're going to step off the beaten path and talk about something I think we could all use a little more of: the art of mindful meandering. So, let me just start by asking you this. How do you know when it's time to slow down? Is it that feeling of burnout creeping in? Or maybe a sense that time is just flying by and you're not really there for it? It's a really important question. And the answer, funnily enough, isn't found by speeding up, but by doing the complete opposite. The key idea we're exploring is to meander. Now, I know that word might sound a little aimless, but that's exactly the point. It's all about following a winding course, walking without some rigid goal. It's about swapping the destination for the journey itself. And that brings us right into our first section: the path worth remembering. This is all about the philosophy of choosing the scenic route, not just on a map, but through your entire life. This quote, man, it just hits the nail on the head. Think about it. When was the last time you took the most efficient direct route somewhere? Yeah, it gets you there fast, but what did you miss? The cool little shop? The unexpected view? The memories. The straight path is all about efficiency, but that winding path, that's about the experience. And that's the trap we all fall into, isn't it? We get so wrapped up in our to-do lists, our goals, the sheer busyness of life, that the actual living part kind of gets shoved to the side. We end up being human doings, not human beings. So if meandering is so great, why is it so hard to do? Well, that leads us right into the trap of expectations. That huge pressure we feel from everyone else and from ourselves to just stick to that straight, predictable path. A massive part of this pressure, of course, comes from other people. We find ourselves constantly trying to meet their expectations just for that little bit of approval, right? Just to stay in their good graces. But what's the real cost of that? Well, this pressure can actually change how we connect with people. Think of it like this. On one hand, you've got a genuine connection. It's free, it's natural, you just vibe. It's synchronized. But then there's the transactional connection, the one that always has an expectation of return. The source material calls this a poison in the well because it taints the whole thing. It's not real. And we do this to ourselves too. We make these little bargains in our own heads. We say, okay, if I can just survive this week, this awful project, then I'll be happy. Then I'll get my reward. We're always putting our happiness on layaway, waiting for a future moment instead of finding any joy right now. Okay, so how do we break out of this trap? The answer is in our next section: the art of slowing down. And listen, this isn't about being lazy. It's an active, intentional thing, the practice of mindful meandering. So how do you actually do it? Well, it boils down to 3 pretty simple steps. First, you have to consciously decide to give less care, less energy to all those external expectations. Second, you start to notice more, the little things, the world happening around you. And that naturally leads to the 3rd step, actually appreciating the moment you're in. And this is so important. The moment you're supposed to appreciate doesn't have to be some grand fireworks in the sky event. Seriously, it can be the smell of your coffee, the sun on your face, a quiet minute on the couch. It is simply your moment. The only thing you have to do is live it. Which brings us to our last big idea, and it's a really empowering one: finding your great moment. The whole point is that greatness isn't some destination you arrive at. It's an opportunity that exists in basically every moment. I just love this quote. It completely reframes everything. Greatness isn't some title you earn. It's an approach. It means if you treat a simple conversation, or a boring task, or even just a moment of quiet as if it has the potential to be great, you'll be amazed at what can happen. And so often, these great moments are the small, shared ones. It's that quick, synchronized vibe you get with a friend, or even a total stranger. It's not planned, it just happens. And it can totally make your day in the most unexpected, wonderful way. So really, that's the heart of it all. We're usually too busy, too stressed, too tired, just waiting for the perfect moment to show up. But the truth is, pretty much every moment could be a good moment if we just give it a chance. So I'll leave you with this to think about. As you go on with your day, what little, ordinary moment will you give a real chance to? What moment are you going to meander through today?